What is a last mile scooter? It's a scooter you use in situations like this where there's very limited parking. Say you work at one of these businesses though, all these people have to walk from a pretty far distance from their car to get there. So today we're just going to demonstrate how Jordyn's been using the Unagi as a last mile scooter for the last 6 months.
Basically, I just find wherever parking is free.
The way our city and a lot of cities work is anywhere near the downtown area, parking costs money. If you park on the side of the street, you're going to pay a meter. If you park in a ramp, it's going to cost even more than that. And it's really inconvenient to park anywhere downtown. And for everybody that works downtown, it's not convenient to find parking for work. So Jordyn's solution is to park about a mile to a half a mile away and ride in with the scooter. The scooter fits in your trunk. And that's the beauty of a small Unagi like this. Anybody could fold it, lift it very easily.
Let's go, Unagi! I got 4 minutes to get to work. Are we gonna get to work on time?
It's a seamlessly designed scooter. It really is the perfect commuter for this amount of distance. Let's hear what Jordyn has to say.
Jordyn moves here to talk about this Unagi Voyager. I've ridden this scooter the most since I have been commuting on it to work. It's been a huge money saver for me commuting on it. It's light enough and portable that it's easy enough to fold down, and I can put it downstairs with my stuff at work and pop it in and out of my trunk to save from parking. Because parking downtown adds up. This Unagi, they come with like a cool program. You can rent it for like $70, something like that, a month. And then if you have any problems with the scooter, send it to them. They fix it for you. So that is cool. I, though, haven't had any problems with the scooter. It's just purely for commuting purposes for me. There's been a couple times after work where it's been raining. I've ridden it through the rain and no problems. I would recommend this scooter if you're a college student or like me, where you don't have parking at work. That is my favorite part about it, is if you've had a long day or I work downtown, I will drive past a bunch of drunk college students, drunk people just downtown having fun. One, good for the people watching aspect, and I can just scoot on by. I don't have to walk alone to my car. So it's honestly nice to decompress, that little scooter ride after work as well. But it's been great for me for commuting, having a little bit of fun before and after work. Definitely a great scooter. My final thoughts though on the Unagi Voyager: it's light, it's portable, it folds down in one click, it has a slick teal green color, really stands out when you're riding past. The headlight, it's sufficient enough, and I ride home in the dark after work and I bunny hop all the time on it. Super fun. It has solid tires, so you want to be careful with that. I get away with it a little bit more than other people because I'm so lightweight. It weighs 30 pounds. It seems super light to me.
Unagi Voyager! Thank you, Jordyn, for first off riding the scooter for the last 6 months and giving us your perspective. You definitely did the testing on this Voyager model. I'm pretty familiar with the Unagi as well because I also reviewed a Model 1 a couple years ago, this red scooter. You can check out my video on that. I do think the Unagi has secured a place as the last mile scooter. That's what its main purpose is for, but it is fantastic for that last mile of your commute. This is not a scooter you're going to take out and joyride for 10 miles. It's just not comfortable like that, but it will save you time and it will save you money, and that is the real purpose of a scooter, is it not? When I originally tested the Model 1, my biggest complaint was the range. It was only about 7 miles with my weight on it. This Voyager has about double the size of the battery, and so that means it has about double the range. That fixes one of the biggest problems that the original Unagi really had, and it sets this Voyager apart. Especially for Jordyn, that means she doesn't have to charge this scooter maybe once every other week, because it has about a 14-mile range and she's only going maybe 3/4 of a mile each time. It's very, very commuter friendly from that standpoint. It has enough range that you're not charging every day and you're still able to commute that last mile of your commute, and really it's a very stress-free scooter from that standpoint. There's no sort of wires dangling or fragile throttle pieces that are going to break under this type of abuse going back and forth and in and out of trunks and stuff. It's just perfectly designed for this purpose.
I would say there's no cars. Like that, and cut across. Just like that, we made it.
Jordyn made it just in time for work, and now let's go back in the garage and take a closer look at the Unagi. You can compare this with every scooter I've ever reviewed, and what you'll notice is there is just a very, very fine precision to the engineering on the scooter. Every single piece is perfectly designed in fit and in finish for a seamless product. And that's kind of rare in the scooter industry. A lot of these scooters are patchwork together with randomness. It is a beautiful scooter from that standpoint, just to see what a highly engineered scooter can come out to look like. No bare wires, no sort of corner cutting that you might see on a lot of other scooter brands, and enough performance to get you there. It is dual motor, same as the old Unagi that I tested, $1,200 scooter in retail price, but obviously this is a scooter that I kind of recommend that you rent it. I know they have promotions going all the time. You can get a couple months free of rent. The rental price right now is $69. If you get a couple months free and you rent this for a semester, right, it's going to come out to a really cheap price to rent it for a couple months, test out a scooter, and really get the most bang for your buck out of this. If you buy the scooter, that's great too, but then you're more liable for it, damages or whatever. If you rent it, they have a no questions asked return policy with the rentals. If the scooter breaks or anything happens, you can swap it out for a new one. Extremely convenient, I think, for students and stuff, and something you need to consider. Something on a scooter you get from Amazon, you're kind of screwed over. If it breaks, you're waiting, you're dealing with a lot of customer service back and forth time, whereas this is simply swap out the scooter at your request. It's a lot more convenient if anything happens as far as customer service, where you don't have to sit there and help them diagnose it. They will just fix the problem for you. Luckily, we didn't have any issues, and shout out to Unagi for being patient. They did wait about 6 months for this video while we slowly tested this scooter out. I'm happy to say that Voyager is something I would recommend to a friend or family member. This is something that's going to save you on those 1 mile or less commutes from having to walk. A couple quick things that they did update on the Voyager from the Model 1. They added, obviously, the bigger battery that we already talked about. They also added a little bit stronger controller, so you do get stronger acceleration than the Model 1. One of the largest changes they've made is they've added Bluetooth app connectivity. The app they designed is pretty good. It's seamless. It works well. And unlike other scooters, it has a little monthly checkup, so you connect to the app once a month, and this just confirms with the system that you don't have any issues with your scooter. And it is nice having a little reminder to connect your scooter to check for, say, updates or things of that nature. It is a well thought out app. You can remote lock with the app. It has a couple of useful features. You can obviously also control things in the app, such as limiting the power if you had a child that you're getting this for. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching our longer term review on the Unagi Model 1 Voyager. It is a nice little scooter for the purpose that it serves. Does its job well. I think any of you guys looking for a scooter for that last mile commute can look no further. This is definitely the best of the best.